This review contains spoilers. We start with a montage of people doing their thing. We hear thunder and then cut to 3 years later. Amalia and Penance get ready to leave the orphanage for an appointment. They visit a family with a kid who could be touched. They talk with Myrtle and find out that she's a touched one. Amalia and Penance are talking with the parents about the girl. They hear a noise coming from above. Amalia hurries up and attacks the man who wanna kidnap Myrtle. Amalia frees Myrtle and they flee. They bring Myrtle to their orphanage. We then learn about a series of murders by a woman called Melody and get information about the people who are touched. The men debating the touched people tell us the date this incident happened, that there never were people like this before this event, that this affected only people in London, and not men are afflicted by this, only women. Arrived at the orphanage, Amalia, who got hurt when the bad guys attacked, gets healed by Horatio with healing powers. Amalia had a vision about the opera, so they go there. The opera gets interrupted by Melody and her henchmen. They kill a bunch of people till a woman named Mary starts to sing. Amalia jumps onto the stage and fights the handgun man. Melody kidnaps Mary and tries to flee. Amalia follows but cannot stop them. At the end of the episode, we see a ship-like thing flying over London and spraying something in the air which penetrates the skin and the clothes of a bunch of different people. And it seems to explode. Was this episode good? Let's talk about it. The first episode mainly introduces the characters we will encounter and does have world-building stuff. We have at the beginning an action scene which is heavily edited and stressful to watch. I didn't like this kind of action scenes in the Jason Bourne movie and I dislike it here. Amalia needs this gadget to hold the upper hand, and by needs I mean the need with quotation mark. And Amalia gets cut with a knife, so she isn't the perfect fighter, which is nice, I guess. The guy she fought reminded me too much of Star Trek Insurrection and the Sonar, but still gives a creepy vibe. The writing is okay, you can follow the story and there were no cringy lines. I didn't notice anything wrong what wouldn't make sense from a storytelling perspective. It is too early to say if it will be a bad show. Episode 1 was okay for what it is, an introduction in this world, a slow-paced introduction, very slow-paced introduction. I just have a few questions. Amalia's powers are visions of the future. In this episode we have 3 times when it happens. The first in the house when they visit Myrtle, the second when they flee from the Star Trek man, and the third in the opera. Who does it work? How long into the future can she glimpse? 2 times it happens as she foresaw it. The third one did not, at least not in this episode. Or was the third one just to make a jump scare because Joss Whedon would be afraid that we could fall asleep at this point? Slow pacing. We have Dr. Horatio who does have healing powers, so what they make us believe through the discussion with the old man isn't true. If men also got powers, why do they think it's only women? Are all men except Horatio hiding their power? So Melody kidnaps Mary and Amalia is following them. She's like watching them from above and in order to catch up she jumps down. The dress gets caught on the wood and has a superhero landing. I mean, Amalia, not the dress. I mean, what the heck? This is freaking ridiculous. I mean, how? At the end, we see the ship or being or whatever this is and see how the touching happens. We see women and men get touched by these things, which leads to the question why only Horatio has a power and all people think only women have it. Another question is why only Melody seems to react to what just happened. Everyone who saw it just acts as nothing happened but Melody. It is good that they ended this episode with the mystery thing to make us tune in for the next episode. Okay, this was my review of episode 1 of The Nevers. What did you think about this episode? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscription button. Have a nice one. You take care. Bye.
I killed the devil. Is no one going to say thank you?